Nervecentre actually makes our job easier. We capture the information in real time, and also the assessments are very succinct. When you've got paper copies, there's always potential they can go missing from the notes, they can't get photocopied properly, and they're not always accurate in timing. Whereas with the Nervecentre data, it's there and it's always there, you can always capture it for it. Over time, I think we're all starting to realise, what it can do for us as staff, how it can improve the patient journey. For instance, so we can see, and the wards can see, what's happening in ED, when the bed's available, when we can move the patient in real time. It used to be that you didn't know where the patient was going to, we just knew there was a bed available. On Nervecentre, you can see straight away, there's a bed on AMU and it's in this bay and this position. If there's a problem, for instance, we realise the patient needs a side room, you can request it straight away for the patient, and that can be changed to whatever we need. So it's so usable, so accessible for staff.
So we can have a look at the patient journey right from the front door, all across the floor in various sections of the department. So even before the patient comes into the department, we get to know which patients are coming to us.
I personally like this system because being able to use it in a way that you then know it's been done, it doesn't get lost. You don't worry about when things are transferred between area to area, bits of paper don't get lost. And so for me, from looking after people who, from a Falls perspective, you know that that information is following them through. You can also quickly see that they are being reassessed in line with the recommendations from our policies, and that I find that reassuring to be able to know that people are having the assessments completed as they should be, and the guidance that you get given off the back of the assessments is very clear and gives you guidance as to what you should or shouldn't be doing to help support patients at risk. It means that everybody is having the same level of care, and it can be standardised, and you are able to review those that people are having that care against those standards. So that is really, really good from a governance and operational perspective. And if there are any particular concerns, you are able then to address those or offer appropriate support in areas to ensure that people understand the expected levels of care.
I've been at Leicester Infirmary over 30 years, and I've been using Nervecentre and AMU since it first came in. Over the last year, and AMU has moved down to this new floor. Nervecentre is invaluable on the day-to-day activities of the ward. It helps me as a manager run the ward on a ward round. Certainly I say it's all about flow sometimes, and from a flow point of view, you can manage your ward quite easily with this. You see the empty beds, you can see when people are going. It helps my transport team know when patients are ready to move and when they're not ready to move. It helps the trackers on the ward know that if there's any particular requirements for patients moving to the base wards, and base wards themselves can actually have a look at the Nervecentre and see what's coming their way, really, as we can do with A&E. And quite often we're asked to comment on a referral from A&E to see if it's suitable for our department, and obviously because we can do that and we can see what's coming down, it enables us to preempt and pre-plan possibly whenever possible to make the best environment for our patients on arrival.
I think being involved from the beginning, I've seen how Nervecentre's really grown with the advent of the e-alerts. I mean, we receive 30,000 e-alerts a month just for our team that we have to triage out to ensure patient safety, and that can only be an improvement for the patients and ward staff. It's been really positive. The doctors are able to concentrate on their jobs rather than getting distracted with bleeps all the time, so therefore, looking at the patients without being disturbed.
We believe it's been a real improvement for our team. It's made the referral process much simpler and less time consuming. We are now able to fully understand what the patient's needs and requirements are, as the online referral is much more clear and spacious.
I've been qualified for 2 years, and I've been using Nervecentre ever since I've qualified. I used it as a student, and I've seen a lot of benefits and how it is good for us as a team in the whole department. So far, ever since I've been using Nervecentre, it's been a very good experience for me, I would say.
I've got a wide experience with Nervecentre tool. We have been using it for the last couple of years, and it's very beneficial to everyone, really, starting from junior staff to more experienced staff, doctors, patients mainly.
When I was doing more clinical work than I'm doing at the moment in my role as a consultant colorectal surgeon, I used Nervecentre on a daily basis and found it invaluable in my clinical practice. I used Nervecentre for my ward rounds, which gave me the ability in the palm of my hand on my mobile phone to see all the information I needed to see about a patient, including their observations.
And the benefits of it going electronic is that everything's centralised, so all the medical and nursing management of these patients is centralised in one place. And also the tool actually has a decision-making tool around when you should be doing pHing testing and when you should be doing X-raying. So it links to our policy to ensure that care is appropriate. And it also allows us to monitor in real time the number of patients that are being nasogastrically fed. So that's going to help us deliver some bespoke training as well. So that will all improve the quality of the care that we provide to our patients.
The e-observations linked to the Nervecentre network have really improved our time release, so nurses can get back to doing the things that they are best at doing.
It's really exciting to see your journey for project from a brief to the actual end product that is being used, and it feels great to be contributing in that journey, enabling safer and quality patient care. I'm really excited about the EPR journey we are embarking upon and look forward to some great projects.